Hello everybody and welcome to another Beyond All Reason video. Something a little bit different for you today. We have a 5v5 between two well-established teams. We have on the left side Team DME with C3BO starting in the north left position. Normally would be the air position, I believe. And then below them in the dark blue, Slick Like Vic, highest OS person in both teams. Followed by, in the front position, Old Man Young. Then Yun, and in the high ground here we have Raxel, who we've seen on the channel quite a lot recently. And on the opposing team we have Sir Ice Cream for Team Kill. In yellow, in red we have Akumaru. Striding very far forward we have Tips, followed by Killer and Good Gaming afterwards. Now we're seeing vast differences in start positions here. It seems to me that from what I can see, Kill's plan here is to have all four players on the front line and contest as much of that front line as possible, and then have Akumaru take all of the back area and be a huge eco powerhouse. Whereas DME's plan is somewhat different. Looks like DME planned to split up the metal extractors and have one dedicated air player, as we're already seeing shurikens coming out. Raxel will be holding the north on his own versus two players, and in the main lane you see the normal kind of 1v1 situation. Now Yun is about to walk straight into Tips here. Tips is aware that Yun exists, will not be able to build that LLT in time. Both players going for the defensive position here. Both LLTs will be just out of range from each other as well. Tips needs to move his comm. Going to try and defend. It's the start of the second LLT up, and has kind of won that trade. Both comms are a lot lower health. Tips is in a lot better of a situation. Will lose out on that metal extractor, but has done a decent enough job there. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, so Ice Cream's early assault tanks don't get any value as they get sniped off by shurikens. Sir Ice Cream, though, not pushing with his comm whatsoever, relying purely on his units, but the problem with that is that he has no AA, and so we'll see what happens here. Bit miscontrol of my camera there for a second. Yun very low health, down to 12% health. Tips might just go in on this here. His comm is pretty low though. This may be a... oh, doesn't quite get the D-gun off. And losing quite a bit of health themselves there. Just need like a single lasher. Should be enough to do substantial problems for down here. Meanwhile, shurikens coming in again. Oh, the shuriken's actually getting shot down this time. And also we see C3BO here actually transporting himself via air transport in order to get onto the high ground. C3BO lacking any form of energy though. That radar gets instantly killed. And the question is Raxel going to be able to hold off versus two people? C3BO is going to be there on his own with a comm, and is not really going to be able to contribute too much. C3BO's comm will be outranged by these thugs. He desperately needs to close down range. If C3BO does get the high ground advantage, which is what he's hoping for, this will be pretty good for him. Shurikens come in. Now the Kill team don't currently have any form of air, and some great play by Tips here, managing to use some of these blitzes to get round the back and take out pretty much all of Yun's economy. Slick Like Vic is already Tech 2 though, and Akumaru is still working his way towards it. question is Tips going to get just annihilated now by these 3 Jags as they make their way down? On the top side here, C3 is kind of going to be struggling to hold on. He's probably going to have to fall back from there. Good Gaming and Killer sending both of their forces around to try and grab C3. And also now Tips in a bit of a dangerous position here, with quite a few pawns waiting to go down and surround Tips' commander.
Commander has self-destructed.
And interestingly, we actually see a self-D from Akumaru here, with the intention of eating it up to build his Tech 2 up. He does have, you know, more metal extractors than the rest of his team. And we actually see both Good Gaming and Killer building their base in the same start position here, which is a interesting choice. Railgun will slowly start whittling stuff away, but it does look like it's been set on attack ground instead. Looks like he's found a bit of a hole though. Old man Young. Not going in on it though, and losing a Blitz. Sorry, a Jaguar. Not the best of trades. Good Gaming doing a good job pushing across and harassing Raxel with the commander right behind it, eating up all of that reclaim as well. Raxel not really going in on this. He doesn't really have the right units to deal with the situation, and Good Gaming now managing to cross that low ground. Does seem advantage currently Kill. But we know how good Team DME are. We're not going to hold off on them just yet. And also Shurikens start to come out, but Raxel's comm very low. Raxel's comm does go down. And not in the best of positions either. T3BO's comm is half health, not really many forces here to stop this push, and Good Gaming should be able to get all of that reclaim. T3 having to go in on this is not the best. Is he going to degun the Rex? C3's comm down to 14% health. Everything on the 7 front gone a bit stable, but C3 having to dodge 3%, and C3BO's comm dead as well. And now there is literally nothing stopping this going straight through, and this advanced Geo will not get built. Slick does manage to get the eat of that off just in time, but Raxel's base now completely gonna fall, and Good Gaming managing to get 2 Commander Rex here. Good's problem right now though is he's running out of vision. But desperately some units are needed up here. C3 with no unit production whatsoever at the moment. Needs to be doing something. And Good Gaming's running into the problem of being too far away to really make use of this. Radar's not going to help too much. Killer's close by as well, ready to help, and Tech 2 Bulls making their way over, and that is going to help dramatically. But Team Kill doing a great job here, managing to make a bit of a breakthrough, and Yun is now in a dangerous position as well. After already losing the top lane, Old Man Young is not really having anything to write home on. All of the economy has been pushed into Slick Like Vic. Seems that all of their factories have basically been turned off with the exception of Raxel. C3 and Slick Like Vic. Slick Like Vic just giving units out to his teammates as quick as possible, but not quite enough. Whereas on the other side, all of the players are basically making their own units, and we're starting to see where, you know, yes, the
Commander died.
will make a difference on the north side, though, as Good Gaming's commander does manage to get taken out. Tips is Calm in a bit of a dangerous position, trying to keep that bull alive. Currently 3 comms. Yun's comm though is pretty low, 37, 36%. Tips is fine, got plenty of health to use. Not only that, his teammate is directly above him in a safer position. Tips tries to go for a D-gun cloak walk there, but it ain't gonna work because he has no energy. Misses the D-gun, and with that the commander dies as well. Killed down to 2 comms, and both of those comms are right on the front line. Now this is a big problem for Team Kill. Killer and Ice Cream are the only comms left, whereas Slick Like Vic is right back at the safety. Nothing to worry about. Killer having to contest that comm wreck really, but he can't afford to. Yun's comm though extremely low, has to cloak. Mousers will get taken out at the same time. So Ice Cream is applying good pressure along the bottom pretty consistently. Killer able to get a lot of that reclaim. Both those bulls do look like they're gonna die though. He doesn't get all of the reclaim, gets most of it. And so Ice Cream unable to push into Old Man Young. He really needs some tech 2 of his own. Bulls now starting to also come out. Killer's comm in a dangerous position, leaving only Sir Ice Cream's comm left. And even though Team Killer in a very strong position, their comm positioning is causing them problems, and Killer is in problem, and Killer's comm guy dies, leaving just Sir Ice Cream left for Team Kill, and he desperately needs to run that commander back. Akamaru has decided to go for air here, which is a interesting choice. Going for atomic bombers. Looks like he's maybe going to try and snipe some commanders. I don't quite know if this is going to work out in favor of them though. Starlight's already on the field now, and plenty of tech defenses are going to start going up by Slick Like Vic, as well as constantly pushing out units to his teammates. Good Gaming now making another push up the hill. To be fair, losing this advanced Geo will hurt quite a bit, but the question is, does he have those amount of forces? Tips now with basically nothing left but 2 bulls isn't going to be enough. Well, it does seem like, yeah, that was Killer's comm, and losing 2 comms right on that front line. 1.25k metal. Where is that atomic bomber going? That is the big question. They need to get some commanders before Sir Ice Cream dies. And surprisingly, it looks like they're actually going to go for the advanced Geo. Bad timing though, as Good Gaming goes in on the attack as the bomber goes over, gets all of that production, leaving a big open hole though for Good Gaming to walk up. C3 loses a bit of energy there, but not a lot. Atomic Bomber about to now make its move on Slick Like Vic's base. Gets the Tech 2 lab, but then dies. Realistically though, that's only going to delay him And meanwhile, his teammates have lost control of the entire bottom half of the map. So Ice desperately trying to hold on, but with no T2 units coming to him, is not much he can really do. Getting outranged by the starlights. Tips is all but destroyed now. Even just 2 bulls left. And these bulls are just pushing through at the bottom, so Ice has nothing he can do to stop them. Oh, the atomic bomber did go for Yun's comm there. Yeah, atomic bomber could do work here. And Commander is in a dangerous spot, and at the same time, Good Gaming has managed to push through where that advanced geo was, losing everything. Slick Like Vic needs to react. C3 is basically out of the game. Raxol also out of the game. And Slick Like Vic sending nothing to the north. Still trying to rebuild that Tech 2 lab at the moment. Slick Like Vic with not enough build power. And DME, with that push through on the north side, losing the match as they're choosing to resign. Slick Like Vic unable to get any units out in time to stop these bulls making their way through. And that one atomic bomber managing to get the lab just saved the day for Team Kill. Honestly, I think that was a very ballsy play by Team Kill. Akimaru with the atomic bomber right at the end. And I honestly thought that they were losing that. But managing to pull it through, you could just see, look at the economy difference here as Slick Like Vic was just miles ahead on metal used, but metal produced was still fairly the same. There was an excess at the end, no, quite a substantial excess. 12k metal excess is a lot of metal to lose. So yeah, well played both teams. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all next time.